A quiet evening finally arrives. The work is done. The house is calm. Yet, instead of relaxing, you keep checking things, thinking ahead, or searching for something else to do. Your body is still, but your mind never seems to sit down. Psychologists sometimes describe this as chronic hypervigilance. In simple terms, it means the brain stays on alert even when no real danger exists. People who struggle to relax are not lazy, broken, or doing life wrong. Their nervous system has simply learned that being calm does not always feel safe. But why does this happen? For some, it began in stressful environments where problems appeared without warning. Resting felt risky because something could always go wrong. For others, their sense of worth became tied to productivity. They learned that being busy earned praise, while slowing down felt selfish or unimportant. And there are those who experienced emotional pain, loss, or uncertainty. Their mind learned to stay prepared at all times. If they remain alert, they believe they can avoid being caught off guard again. Different stories lead to the same habit. The brain starts treating relaxation like something dangerous instead of something necessary. What does life feel like inside their mind? Often, it feels like carrying a backpack that never comes off. They sit down to rest, but thoughts immediately arrive. What needs fixing? What did they forget? What should they prepare for tomorrow? Even enjoyable moments can feel interrupted. They watch a movie, but think about work. They spend time with loved ones, but mentally review unfinished tasks. Deep down, many feel guilty when doing nothing. They rarely say it aloud, but part of them believes they should always be doing more. Over time, this pattern carries a cost. Constant alertness slowly drains emotional energy. The mind becomes tired, yet refuses to slow down. Sleep may feel less refreshing. Joy becomes harder to enjoy fully. Small problems feel larger than they are. Life begins to feel like an endless series of responsibilities. The person keeps moving forward, but the sense of peace remains just out of reach. So why do they not simply relax? Because the habit often feels protective. Slowing down can create discomfort they are not used to facing. In quiet moments, emotions have room to surface. Worries become easier to hear. Old fears become harder to ignore. Many also believe rest must be earned. They tell themselves they will relax later, after one more task, one more goal, one more responsibility. But later keeps moving further away. If you watch closely, the signs are often there. They struggle to enjoy free time without feeling guilty. They constantly look for the next task, even during vacations or weekends. They feel restless when nothing demands their attention. Sometimes they check messages, emails, or plans repeatedly, even when there is no urgent reason. They may appear productive and capable on the outside, but inside, they rarely feel fully at ease. Beneath this pattern is usually something very human: the desire to feel secure, the desire to feel in control, the desire to avoid future pain. People who struggle to relax are often responsible, caring, and dependable. They carry burdens others never see. They show strength others admire. But their strength can become a trap when they forget that recovery is part of resilience too. At some point, a difficult question appears. What if rest is not a reward for finishing everything? What if rest is one of the things that helps you keep going? Many people spend years treating relaxation like an enemy. They fear stillness because stillness feels unfamiliar. Yet peace is not something you achieve by eliminating every problem. Life will always contain uncertainty. There will always be another responsibility waiting somewhere ahead. The deeper lesson is surprisingly simple. A calm moment does not mean you are falling behind. A quiet evening does not mean you are wasting time. Rest is not weakness. It is not laziness. It is not giving up. Sometimes the healthiest thing a person can do is stop carrying the world for a while. Because healing often begins when you realize that your value does not come from constant motion. It comes from being human. And humans were never meant to stay in survival mode forever.